Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Welcome to Sports News Flash at 12 with your weekend sports anchor, Miguel Mike Medina. This is Sunday, June 1st. Welcome to June, guys. Wow, the 6th month of the year. We're halfway into the year. Unbelievable. But hey, time flies. So, kick things off with some NBA. The Indiana Pacers, for the first time since 2000, they are going to the NBA Finals. They won game six by the final score of 125 to 108. And they did it with a mix of youth, experience, well paced, share ball movement. And that's all the reasons, and depth, of course. And those were the reasons why they were able to beat the Knicks in 6 games. I was hoping that it would go to a 7 game because this series has been so fantastic that I made a prediction the Knicks in 7, but regardless of whoever won the series, I wanted a game 7, but it didn't turn out to be that way. So, but man, what can you say about the Indiana Pacers? This is a team that is really good. I do feel that they're underrated. Rich Carlisle, Rick Carlisle, he is just a tremendous coach. He knows how to, he's tough. He's tough. He knows how to bring out the best out of his players. And this is what he had to say, and I quote, "This is just day one of 13 days." And this is after game 1 when the Pacers won in overtime. And he just has a way to know how to connect with his players. He knows what to say the right things at the right time. But the only thing that Rick Carlisle was wrong was that it then took them 13 days. They only needed basically 11 days to beat the Knicks. So they won game 6 at home, and this is the first out of all the times that the Pacers and Knicks faced each other in the playoffs. This is the first time that the Pacers beat the Knicks to eliminate them at Indiana's own home floor because all the other times came, no, wrong. 2013, they won game 6 in the semifinals at home. So this is the second time that they eliminated the Knicks in the postseason playing at home. So here are some of the takeaways from this game. They played good defense. The Pacers played very good defense, and they played fast too. At one, they went 23-6 in fast break points through the first 3 quarters. Their defense was so good that the Knicks had 18 turnovers in this game, which converted to 34 points in favor of the Pacers. Center Mouse Turner, he was, how can I say, he was in foul trouble. He had 21 minutes, played 21 minutes, 11 points. Pascal Siakam, he finished with 31 points and 5 rebounds, three assists, a steal, and 3 block shots. So, and he was named MVP of the Eastern Conference Series, well deserved. Tyrese Halliburton finished with 21 points, 6 rebounds, 13 assists, 3 steals, and 1 block. Pascal Siakam getting traded to the Pacers, which was about a year and 4 months ago, basically 16 months. That turned out to be a blessing in disguise. Without Pascal Siakam, the Pacers would have not been in the position that they're in right now. He is 31 years old. He won the Most Improved Player of the Year in the same year that the Toronto Raptors won the championship, which was in 2019. So he is just getting better as a player. And now the Indiana Pacers are 4 wins away from winning their first NBA championship. Oh yes, another crucial takeaway from this game is the Indiana Pacers backup center Thomas Bryant. In the first 5 games, he combined a total of 22 points. In game six, in 13 minutes, he scored 11 points. And he knocked down three of his four three-pointers. He grabbed three rebounds and a blocking shot. So, and Pascal Siakam said it best, and I quote, I told them the basketball gods reward you. And Thomas Bryant, for those of you who don't know, yes, he's a role player. He's a guy that comes from the bench, but he does have championship experience as well. He was part of that 2023 Denver Nuggets that won it all. And here he is going back to the NBA Finals. And the fact that he contribute in the clinching game 6 game against the Knicks, that definitely must have felt good. So OKC Thunder versus Indiana Pacers. That's going to be a fascinating matchup for me because we will have ourselves a new champion. And game 1 of the NBA Finals begins on Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, which will be in Oklahoma City since they're the number one team, the best team in the NBA. But this is going to be a fascinating matchup because both teams have depth, they have youth. So, I mean, and both teams are well coached. So, this is going to be a fun matchup for me to watch. So, yeah. As for the Knicks, as a Knicks fan, I mean, I am not surprised whatsoever. It's been one heck of a season, and now they just have to focus on the off season and go from there. Moving on to tennis. So Roland Garros, the French Open, has been taking place throughout the week. And one of the matches that really caught my attention is Jack Draper versus Gail Monfils. This was one incredible match. One incredible match. Jack Draper, he pulled off a clutch victory over Gail, and this should go down as a classic for French Open. And Gael Monfils, he's a fan favorite. He came ranked as number 5 into this tournament. Draper, he won sets of 6-3. It finished 6-3, 4-6, 6-3, 7-5. And this just continues to be one heck of a year for Jack Draper. He's been one of the biggest stories of 2025. And this was a tremendous win against Gael Monfils. It was one of those tennis matches that felt like a boxing match, both players going toe to toe, going back and forth, but Draper came out on top. And now he will face Brazilian teenager sensation, Joao Fonseca, and let's see if they already played against one another, whether it was yesterday or it's going to be today. Let's see. Oh, yeah, they played yesterday. They played yesterday, and Jack Draper won. He won 6-2, 6-4, and 6-2. So now Draper will go on to the fourth round of the at Roland Garros. Overall this season, Draper has 25-6 this season. So like I said, he's having a great year. Great year. Draper, he won 93% of his first serve points and committed 20 unforced errors compared to Fonseca's 38. So yep, Draper's going to round 16. And he will go up against Alexander Bublik. That will be his round of 16 opponent. Now, as of today at 7:20 a.m., it's 4:13 by the way, but at the time of this recording, but at 7:20 a.m. will be the fourth round matchup between number 13 Ben Shelton versus number 2 Carlos Alcaraz. That's gonna be one incredible matchup. And as you guys know, I put out a new episode every Sunday at 12. So by the time this episode premieres, the matchup will probably be over. So if anything, I'll post a YouTube short on my reaction for this particular matchup. So stay tuned for that. And to conclude this episode of Sports News Flash at 12, very rare, very different, give you guys some news on Formula One. So Aston Martin has announced that Lance Stroll will not take part in the Spanish Grand Prix, with the Canadian set to to undergo a medical procedure after experiencing pain in his hand and wrist. After participating in qualifying at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya, a session he ended in P14, the team confirmed a few hours later that Stroll is set to miss the remainder of the weekend. A statement released by Aston Martin, this is what it said on the statement. Over the course of the past 6 weeks, Lance has been experiencing pain in his hand and wrist, which his medical consultant believes is in relation to the procedure he underwent in 2023. As a result, his medical team have confirmed that he will not race tomorrow and he will undergo a procedure to rectify these issues before focusing on his recovery. Stroll sustained fractures and a broken toe and after a cycling accident during the 2023 preseason, which led to him undergoing surgery followed by a process of rehabilitation. He went on to make his return in time for the first race of the campaign. And he's 26 years old, entering his prime. At the Bahrain Grand Prix, he finished sixth. All right. So, and then as of this year, the 2025 campaign, this has marked Stroll's seventh with the Aston Martin squad, having joined the team in 2019 when it was running under the Racing Point guys. He currently sits 11th in the Drivers' Championship on 14 points. And that concludes this episode of Sports News Flash at 12. Hopefully, you guys enjoy listening to this episode. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Enjoy your Sunday with a lot of sporting events. Be safe, everyone. I'll see you guys next Sunday. And may God bless each and every one of you. Take care.